Before I start this story, let me give you some background information about myself. I grew up in northern Texas, more near South Oklahoma. For anybody who knows the South, then you know that those towns tend to be quite small and overall very beautiful landscape-wise. Our neighborhood had woods in the middle of them, along with a creek running through it. There's a concrete path that runs through those woods, and near the end of the trail is a patch of some run-down apartments and a path back into the neighborhood. I will post pictures soon enough. I was around 13 at the time, and my older sisters had moved out already, so usually it was just me, my mom, and my dad, as well as our dog, Mac. Mac was a relatively big dog, being a yellow Labrador retriever. My dad loved to take him on walks late at night on the trails that cut through the woods. I was usually uneasy about going. My dad always asked me to go, but I never really agreed. That was until that one specific night my dad had asked me yet again, and to his surprise, I actually said yes. Our walk started out normal. We talked, we walked, and that was about it until we started to approach the park. My dad stopped at the edge of the trail and asked me if I wanted to go down. I hesitated. The look in my dad's eyes and the peaceful weather somehow persuaded me to say yes. My dad was a pretty big dude, and I figured if something went wrong, he'd be able to protect me. As we were on the trail, my dad got a bit ahead of me as I paced back a bit to enjoy the night a little more. As we were approaching the end of the trail, I heard a snap behind me. I quickly flung around to see a man, probably about 20 feet behind me. I will try to edit the pictures to the best of my extent so you can see where he was standing in comparison to me. Holding a pocket knife in his hand, he acknowledged that I had noticed him, and he slowly put his knife in his hoodie pocket. Keeping his hands in the pocket with it, my heart started to race. Questions ran through my mind. Do I run? Do I shout? Do I warn my dad? I decided to stay silent, trying to remain calm. My dad was a little less than 10 feet away from me. I would be fine, right? As I turned back every now and then, I could see the creep gaining on me. We were all walking quicker and quicker each step. This made my heart sink. Finally, I managed to make a sound towards my dad. I managed to croak out the word, Dad, which to my luck worked. My dad turned around to face me, instantly seeing the creep who was by now about 15 to 10 feet away from me. My dad grabbed my arm and pulled me next to him, facing forward and walking quickly. By now, the trail that led back into our neighborhood was in sight, and I started to feel relieved. Mac couldn't stop growling and trying to turn around. My dad continued to speed walk, my arm sternly in one of his hands, my dog's leash in the other. When we finally reached the trail, we continued to walk, gradually getting a bit slower as I turned back one last time. I saw the man flash me a smile before taking a sharp right onto the trail that leads to the apartments. Even though the man never hurt us, I do strongly believe that if I hadn't been with my dad that night, or even if my dad hadn't been with me, something bad would have happened. I don't know what that man's intentions were, but I'm just glad that I lucked out and that my dad knew what to do. Creepy guy in the woods. Let's not meet again.